In Light Now activations with Dipali. Hey everyone, this is Dipali. Welcome to my channel as I intuitively and spiritually tune into the energetic landscape for November of 2024. One of the things that comes through from a higher or soul level perspective through guidance is that November provides the opportunity for revising your communication and mental outlook or perceptions. The question that's going to be helpful is, am I having meaningful dialogues and communication with others that are encouraging an outlook of life that is inspiring and empowering, that activates passion and meaning and purpose? The month of November of 2024 is certainly mixed with so many different topics and flavors of energies running through it. One of the key movement of energy, if you will, is that there may be a slowing down or possible delays and glitches around thinking, perception, communication, because it's providing the space for you to revise, reorient, rethink, and contemplate. So it's a great time to revitalize the central nervous system and the mental health or mental level of your energy field, as well as decluttering the mind, decluttering the mental level of your energy field, decluttering your thought process and communications and information on your phone, on your computer, in your filing system. But it's important to slow down to make sure you're not deleting something that's critically important. And it's important to slow down so that you can allow the central nervous system space and time to revitalize. Taking a look at the last couple of months to see where things have developed, what projects need to be done, what needs to be cleared off and cleaned up. This is all a part of the prep mode and then the actual phase of gathering your energy on a mental level or within the mind. And everyone, you can see that there is glitches in technology or communication that are already happening. So when you're communicating this month of November of 2024, keep it simple. Promise only what you'll deliver. It's okay to practice saying no, not right now, maybe later. Could we revisit this? These are all helpful suggestions, and they'll really help you to organize your time and energy this month for November of 2024. There's already this feeling of lack of motivation, feeling burdened or overwhelmed and overworked. So, why not start to simplify and streamline what's priority, what's a value, where do you want to expand and nurture your intention? What is it that you want to expand in your life? Passion, joy, meaningful conversations, your sense of creative expression, your enthusiasm, your well being, whatever you nurture, whatever you really invest into, expands and grows and shows up in your life even more. So when you're revising and reflecting on things, remember that if you keep reflecting or chewing over and over again negativity or a dreary outlook and a fear or anxiety ridden perception or thought process, then that is what's going to be nurtured and that may grow more. So it's counterproductive. The month of November of 2024 also brings another phase of development that everyone's starting to notice, which is themes and issues around the inner child, around children, around uh, passion, anger, powerlessness, frustration, rage, uh, feeling of tantrums. They're experiencing of tantrums because there is frustration that's been building or seething under the surface for quite some time. And there's this lack of motivation of like, I don't think I can take huge steps right now. So why not take micro steps? That might be actually helpful. Starting the month of November of 2024 in through 2025, small steps will lead to bigger actions and momentum down several months down the road. So, when I'm intuitively looking into this month of November of 2024, we also have a very uh, chaotic yet liberating full moon in Taurus on November 15th, 2024. It's also a supermoon. It's the last supermoon of the year of 2024. So, normally under full moon phase, the symbolism is that the emotional level is like a roller coaster. It's like old emotional stuff comes up. There's things that are going up and down. And this particular full moon in Taurus has the energy around it or the symbolism around it of unexpected, out of the blue, uh, chaotic, disruptive, erratic, and maybe even shocking. And that might happen through another person or individual, a relationship, a circumstance, or a situation that is the catalyst. So we can move from a state of, oh my goodness, what just happened? And it being so disruptive or unpredictable that then you can transform that emotion into emotional freedom, invigoration, liberation. So think of the full moon in Taurus like a espresso times 10 that's attempting to activate you from being on autopilot and shifting into being more conscious and bringing issues and themes around where you feel emotionally insecure or there is emotional turbulence and bringing that to the surface in a tangible way so that you can come back to what's really lasting security or steadiness. And that is aligning with your higher potential, your soul's blueprint and design, connecting to your soul and your wisdom self or the divine and source of all that is. That's where your lasting security is. That's where your lasting feeling of steadiness and worthiness and value truly exists, which is your inner spiritual resources. That is always available to everybody. So there may be situations and circumstances this month that are old issues. Old people from the past show up, customers, friends, exes. There may be hotspots throughout the month of November of 2024 that are pointing to precisely the topic, the issue, the area of life that really needs your attention. Now, lack of motivation isn't going to help because you're going to feel like, I don't know if I want to deal with it. But if you don't start dealing with it now, it's going to build momentum and intensity in December and January of 2025. You don't want to wait until that point. Hear me well. You don't want to wait as it builds momentum and intensity and that it's really out of your control. So start to address it even in micro steps right now in the month of November of 2024. That's one of the reasons why I like doing these intuitive energetic landscapes, because it gives you advance awareness of potential themes and issues, hotspots, and possibilities that you can work with to transform this energy so you can work with the best of the potential. If you've enjoyed this video, you may want to check out my Enlight Now podcasts, which are even more advanced and more filled with goodies of tips and suggestions and more support on my Patreon page for there's two-tier membership options as well as free memberships available there too. If you're interested in also maybe looking at which area of life this is activating for you, what new possibilities are coming in, how do you maximize the potential, then you might want to get a private reading, intuitive or astrology, and you can go to my website at spheresofessence.com and book your session through there, or email or call my office and I'll help you walk through the process of scheduling or figuring out which session would be best for you. If you'd like to revitalize your central nervous system, adrenals, or your energy, just to feel like you can manage the holiday season well and move through these little bumps and glitches and things like that, then you might want to do the energy balancing session, angelic healing session, and that's also available on my website at spheresofessence.com. So there's so many different options that are there for you if you choose to invest in them to support you to have the best completion of 2024 and clarifying actions into 2025 for yourself, your business, your relationships, both personal and business, including your animal companions and your home space or your business space. There's a lot of different things that could be done, and it's up to you to reorient yourself to put yourself as priority, because I'll tell you, November and December of 2024 is going to create a slowdown, and people are going to want to gather and revitalize and really take stock, not just because it's the end of the year, but because of the where the cycles of development are energetically. And there may be old issues that are coming up that are going to require people to pay attention. It's almost like, the huge spotlight is going to be on those issues through the next several months until you pay attention, and only build momentum until you actually give in and say, okay, I have to deal with this. I have to address it. So I'm suggesting to start doing it now, start to get more insight and information so that you can navigate this with greater ease and empowerment, and not just survive life, but where are the areas that you can actually thrive in life? What do you have control over and feel empowered with? And that you actually do have support if you choose to invest in the uh, supportive tools or sessions or readings that actually could maybe bring greater flow and ease in your own being and your life, and then line you up or align you with fresh new possibilities and potentials. There is a lot of things throughout the month of November of 2024 that feel like they are discombobulating or chaotic or out of people's control. And while that might be the case, what you do have control over and you are empowered to choose is yourself in your alignment with your soul's design and blueprint. That you have complete authority over. And I keep asking for guidance about, well, what can people do? Well, remember that, you know, when you start to look at yourself as a energetic being living a human experience, your soul, that you've got this beautiful soul's blueprint and design available to you like a seed packet, a cosmic seed packet that has spiritual resources within it, then there's a whole new picture that starts to open up. Your vision starts to expand, your awareness starts to expand. So I've asked, for an inspiration, and this is the guidance I'm receiving, which is it is the holiday season, and everyone decides that they're going to give gifts. And remember that generosity is going to play a big role in this year into the first several months of 2025. Generosity from your heart without attachment. So there's this free, loving, compassionate, joyful giving as an act of generosity. It's going to be so important. And whom you give it to. If you give it to people that are constantly takers and that you have to keep giving to them like a bottomless pit and void, and they really don't value you, you have to ask yourself, why am I doing this? What's the purpose of me keep giving to people that really are not really balancing things? Are you looking for their approval, their love, their acceptance, their favor? What are you doing it for? That comes with sticky attachment. That's going to drain and deplete your life force and bring more of that kind of energy and people into your space and world. When you choose to start to give to people that are already there, that life brings, that value you, that give to you freely, that support you have to start to take notice of those individuals and give to them. And this holiday season, I can't emphasize enough, that's important that people are going to have to take stock of where's the generosity going and to whom. Because when you just give to a dead end and a void, the universe and life looks at it like, okay, there's lessons to be learned, and we're not going to bring in new opportunity for you until you learn this old lesson. That you have to start to give to people that are valuable in your life, that give to you and go above and beyond in their support, and start to open your eyes to them, open your heart to that, and give to them, not just through words, but through a, a donation of $10, or give to them as a gift, give that to them as a referral, give to them as an action of goodness, of kindness moving forward in their life in some way that is unexpected. So it has to be demonstrated through practical physical action. And it can be spontaneous, but it has to be an action, not just words. That's going to open up the flow of the giving and receiving, the magnetizing and the radiating for you in your life, your business, your work. If you stop the flow and you're gripping and contracting out of fear of lack, it's going to match. And the universe says, well, that's where the lesson is. So we're not going to be able to give to this person anything new, anything in surplus, because they keep holding on to lack and fear and not truly giving from the generosity of their heart and soul to those that are of value and that constantly are there because they know the goodness and the abundance of spiritual resources. So it's something to consider. This is something that's going to go on into 2025, into spring or late spring of 2025. This is incredibly important because it's a part of the whole giving and receiving, the magnetizing and the radiating of how it impacts you, your personal life, your business, your work, and how you attract opportunities. If you contract and are lacking generosity to the people that really matter, then it's going to show up for you because your own things of attraction is going to that pathway is going to be dried up. So the month of November of 2024 gives that opportunity to notice, pay attention to to take action, even micro actions, like small actions that start to change the course of things. And this is part of the revision and reorientation for those that are wanting to thrive in their life and not just survive. So I hope this has been insightful and helpful. And again, if you like this video, thank you for liking the video, subscribing to my channel, and sharing this video or channel with others who would be interested. And if you would like to check out my website or Patreon and the Enlight Now podcasts, the links will be in the description below. Thanks again for being here, and enjoy the rest of the month of November of 2024 and flow with the potentials